tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Panther offense ready to go for their first possession. And at the helm, you see him in his first year in Carolina after 3 with the Jets. It's Sam Darnold.
Many people put stock in a quarterback's record as a starter, and Sam Darnold just 13-25 overall with the Jets. So many think that he's not going to be the guy, but there's a lot of talent there, and the Carolina Panthers are expecting it to come out. This could be a classic case of a change of scenery could do him well, plus the surrounding cast that he's inheriting in Carolina, better than anything he played with in New York. This is a great opportunity for Sam Darnold.
On first down, it's Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Darnold on target to Moore for the Panther first. So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, and that'll bring up second down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Finds the open target, Arnold. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Throwing again is Darnold. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That throw is not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. On 1st down, Darnold. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Darnold now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's more. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. A play fake, and it's Darnold. He'll buy some time right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 3rd and 2, Darnold. And it's caught. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to run this with a tight end. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Extra point forthcoming. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Joey slide out and kick off after the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Here come the Steelers now on offense, led out by a man who's been at the control since 2004, 6-time Pro Bowler, Ben Roethlisberger.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. That's swung out wide to Harris. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. David Moore back deep and waiting for it. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
A first down throw, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. That catch good for only a couple. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Now Darnold. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. On the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Second and 14. To the air again, Darnold. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And Deontay Johnson has seen his share of targets increase in his first 2 years in the league, and last year finished with 88 catches. Continuing to work on grabbing everything that comes his way. A nice catch there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Roethlisberger. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Second and 16.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold flush to his right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6.
To throw is Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but Let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a strong first half. Throw the football by Sam Darnold. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this 3rd quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
Complete to Juju Smith-Schuster. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
In his 5th year in Pittsburgh, a good bounce back last year for Juju with 97 catches. He wants to continue to make grabs like that and get upfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Matt Rule, not a big fan of that last call, and he's going to go ahead and challenge it. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide, and I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things, but even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So Matt Rule able to challenge that one successfully. Again, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Ben to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 4-yard line.
This man born and raised right here in Charlotte, Jalen Samuels. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Harris, touchdown, Pittsburgh. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
A 10-play drive that time.
And it was the rookie, Najee Harris, who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Now it's Darnold. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Darnold from the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Moore. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And fights through one man. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey.
His second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Slide for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive 7 plays in length. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Ray McCloud to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Darnold. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So Big Ben and the Steelers now down 14-10. Exactly 1 minute remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Now Ben. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Ben. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Roethlisberger. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it.